What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna give y'all some time to read this little post I done seen on Facebook, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a good minute because I feel like people are just overreacting when it comes to Mortal Kombat characters and just video games in general. When it comes down to certain things being changed. So if you haven't been playing Mortal Kombat 11 or have done anything with Mortal Kombat in a hot ass minute, Sindel her story has been changed, her lore has been changed. So they decided to make Sindel full on evil, just flat out. Everybody knows that in the original timeline that her story was that she was brainwashed. Shao Kahn killed her original husband, King Jared, took over Edenia, and made Sindel his wife. Sindel ended up committing suicide later on down the line because she just couldn't hack it as her being the wife of a dictator slash tyrant slash evil being known as Shao Kahn. So she decided to commit suicide, and she left Kitana to be raised by Shao Kahn, which I kind of find kind of messed up that she did that, but whatever. So, and later on in the timeline of the Midway timeline, she ends up being resurrected back, but fully brainwashed as Shao Kahn's bride. And I forgot what they did to her to where she can come back to the side of good. But yeah, in Mortal Kombat 3, she ends up becoming a good guy at the end of the trilogy, I believe. And you don't see nothing from her until Mortal Kombat Deception, where she ends up trying to help beat the Dragon King and get rid of the Dragon King altogether. So you really don't see much from Sindel from the original timeline. You see her in Mortal Kombat 3, where she's somewhat evil. Then over time, you see her turn back to the side of good. Then you see her in Deception. You see her in Armageddon, and that's about it. That's all you see from her. Now in the new timeline, she was, Mortal Kombat 9, she was the bad guy, brainwashed, Shao Kahn's wife, blah, 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 blah. She's killed by Nightwolf, becomes a Revenant, Mortal Kombat X, still evil, Mortal Kombat X, but the people let that slide because of the fact that the matter is she's a Revenant, and a lot of the good guys have became Revenants, so that really didn't change at all. But Mortal Kombat 11 is where things got ugly. Well, for fans of Sindel and people who want to bitch and moan and complain on the internet because they can. So the story is this. Sindel has always been evil. It's what, the guys at NetherRealm are saying. They're saying that Sindel has always been evil. And this time around, in this storyline, in this timeline, that there was no brainwashing. She helped Shao Kahn do the dirty deed, I guess, and kill King Jared and take over Edenia. She was so infatuated with Shao Kahn's power to a point where she was like, I like Shao Kahn more than I like King Jared. King Jared is soft. King Jared is weak. He's this, that, and other. And he's just not somebody I want to be married to. While Shao Kahn, he shows that he's a threat. He inserts his dominance, his power, and all that stuff. So she's just pretty much a woman who loves a man with power, pretty much. Now, the thing that the reason why I bring up her character and all that stuff, man, is to tell y'all a reason why I don't have a problem with it, because I'm like, creators of video games and or media in general have the right to change characters when they feel like it. It's not, belittling nobody. It's not, this ain't doing her character injustice and it's making her look bad. Sindel really didn't even do much in the original timeline, to be completely honest with y'all. And she only did one good thing in the timeline, the original timeline. And her ending in Deception wasn't even canon. So the fact that she was a good guy in Deception probably could have been a ruse. Maybe she was a bad guy back then too. And like she had to cover it up, saying like, here, I'm gonna get rid of the Dragon King real quick, because once I get rid of him, I can go back to, being the bad guy that I'm truly trying to be and all that stuff. But she just couldn't do it. So maybe that was something that they've been trying to do for a very long time. But they were like, all right, this is probably the chance that we get to do it. Now, calling her a gold digger, that's another part that just has me like really full. Like, how do y'all get gold digger out of this? The bitch always had power before she even met Shao Kahn. She's the queen of Edenia, so I really don't see how y'all calling her a gold digger is going to make anything better. But the fact of the matter is just I feel like a lot of them crying and complaining about something that really ain't that deep. I mean, her little story arc in Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath was actually pretty cool. I actually liked it. Her and Shao Kahn teamed up, and it was actually pretty dope. I liked it. I don't care what nobody else say. That shit was pretty dope. You see that them two, hand in hand, wife and a husband, Bonnie and Clyde, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, that kind of stuff. That shit was pretty cool. I actually did like it. Now, how things turned out at the end though was like, ooh, because we got to see them beat down Katana and Liu Kang. But at the end of the story, we did get to see, Shang Tsung right the wrongs and pretty much absorb their powers and kill them off too. So it was like the fans could at least be happy about that. That the evil Sindel has been killed off for the time being. Now, a lot of people are saying that, bring her back in Mortal Kombat 12, right? The wrongs of her being evil and all that stuff. And it's like, I always thought she was evil from the jump. I mean, completely honest with you, I always thought she was evil. Ever since Mortal Kombat 3, yeah, I felt like she was evil. She had that one small part in Deception where I guess she helped out, and they didn't really say much that she did in Mortal Kombat Deception. In Mortal Kombat 3, she did what, honestly, besides being brainwashed and brought back to life? I feel like fans are really dragging more things out than need to be. I mean, somebody had asked me, like, wouldn't you be upset if your favorite character was misused in Mortal Kombat? I'm like, not really. I haven't seen the Dragon King since Armageddon. And, like, he was in the comic books, but I don't even think he really made a comeback, to be completely honest with you. I think Goro was supposed to be his vessel, and it did not happen because Goro's dead body is in Mortal Kombat. I think, what, X, I believe. He's either X or 11. He's in one of them. No, he's in 11 because in the arena, one of the arenas, he's sitting in the back on the throne, dead body. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to trip because Onaga should have been in this new timeline. I felt like the story would have been a little bit better, but hey, I'm not tripping. It is what it is. I'm not going to be sitting here on the internet crying and complaining about a character who really didn't really do much, to be completely honest with you. She played the brainwashed wife of a tyrant. She was pretty much filler character, if you want me to be real. I know that a lot of people loved her character and all that stuff. And I was like, there was not much that she really did. And a lot of people are complaining about it. It's like at the end of the day, I like the way they did with her character. Actually gave her some personality, because there really wasn't much that her character did back in the original Mortal Kombat. And with 9 and X, she was a bad guy in that. I feel like a lot of these fans are just delusional, starting to make up stuff. Cause I'm like, bro, what all did she really do? What all has she really did besides be the Queen of Edenia, King Jared, killed herself? Now, I can understand if Katana was evil and everybody was like, whoa, Katana was never evil. Like, we can understand that because she played more of a role than Sindel did. But I feel like people are just over-exaggerating, try to, make these guys feel bad about something that's really not that really deep at all, to be completely honest with you.